Ooh, welcome to another episode of the Taylor Complaints Comedy Podcast. It's been 2 weeks. This is not a bi-weekly podcast. It's supposed to be every single week. We're supposed to be doing this week by week by week. You know what I mean? We're supposed to do this One Direction style, but not jump out of a hotel window after being a dick and getting their just desserts. That guy didn't think after dinner that he'd be getting any desserts, but jumped out of a window, broke his whole face. I'm sure there's someone out there that's very, very sad about this death. But since life is meaningless, death is funny. Death is kind of funny. Case in point, O.J. Simpson. Death is funny. Not the Goldmans, but when OJ's death was funny. I told a joke today that made my girlfriend upset. The joke was, I learned nothing from American History X. American History X just teaches you that if you're super racist, you'll get butt fucked in jail and then a black guy will kill your brother. I don't know. Didn't teach us not to. Doesn't teach you anything about racism at all. If you go to jail and get butt fucked by another white guy, you start to think, oh, maybe black people aren't so bad. I don't care. I will laugh at my own jokes until the day that I'm dead. Folks, how are you guys? It's been a minute. It is the year of our Lord, October 18th. I think October 18th? October 18th? It is October 18th, the year of our Lord, 2024. How you guys liking October? October's been busy. I've been working out a lot. I've been working out. You can't tell. You can't tell. I still look like a meth addict sister. I try my very, very best to just have the frame of a normal human being, but I always end up looking like Popeye's wife, no matter what I do. I can either look like an old man that's really skinny, or I look like an old man that's like really skinny that has that pop belly. You know what I mean? I look like Majin Buu the person. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish my whole body could just, you know what I mean? Gradually grow together. Not one grows, another doesn't. Like I got one big leg, but we've been going strong. We've been going strong for like 2 months. I'm excited about it. I have been, of course, masturbating incessantly. My penis gets beaten daily in my house, like a woman at Mel Gibson's house. See, I can't. I knew all the corny jokes. The Scaranoia podcast. The Scaranoia podcast, starring my friend Jared. If you don't know Jared, the real Jared Holmes on TikTok and Instagram, sounds like he's underwater when he records things. It really does. It sounds like we need to go fund me for Jared so that we can get this guy some scuba gear so that he can comfortably record at the bottom of the ocean. Because what's going on? You're going to record in a bathtub with the water running. Yeah, I don't know who needs to flush the toilet, have the sink running, and have the shower on, but Jared does when he records. See, I make fun of my friends, dead or alive. Jared, I love you, buddy. If you guys aren't listening to the Scaranoia podcast, Mr. Hugs is in it. Mr. Oh my God, it's Crispy is in it. And Mr. Jared is all in it. We love all three of these human beings. I look to working. I look forward to more episodes. They have a conspiracy theory podcast. I don't give a shit about conspiracy theories, but I'll tell you this, they're fun. They're fun to listen to, especially people that believe conspiracy theories, because I think it takes a special kind of Floridian to like and appreciate conspiracy theories. Why have I geographically pinned conspiracy theorists? Because if you're a conspiracy theorist, you have to have been fucked by a hurricane this year. It had to have just ruined everything in your life. And that's what got you to the bottom of the barrel, the end of your rope, per se. And that's why you believe in conspiracy theories. I'm a man at the end of my rope, Taylor. And I really, really think that John F. Kennedy created Sasquatch. Really? Well, sounds like you deserve the hurricane. I don't. There's no way. There's no way. This is why we're not popular on here. This is exactly why. Because we make stupid jokes that get us in trouble all of the time. But you know what? Is this podcast as bad as Joker 2? I've heard so many horrible things about this movie. I've heard that there's an actual real Joker in it, and that Joaquin Phoenix was never the original Joker. I've heard that like Heath Ledger is supposed to be in this Joker. There's a conspiracy theorist for you too. Scaranoia podcast. Was Heath Ledger in the new Joker? Which would imply that Heath Ledger is not post mortem. He is now alive. That's the Tupac theory, though. Tupac's in Tupac, isn't it? Tupac's in what conspiracy theories do we know? That Tupac's alive. He's in like Jamaica or something. I don't know. Somebody would have spotted him because I'm a knee, letter E. Like somebody would have noticed that another person was enunciating the letter E as much as he does and be like, that's Tupac. And you're not even trying to hide your identity in Jamaica. You're alive. This is what I'm talking about. I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in God. But that's not to say that you shouldn't believe in God or that you're stupid for believing in these things. I make jokes, but I really don't have any disposition to conspiracy theories. I think they're entertaining. And I don't think they adhere to any specific kind of intelligence or type of person. I think anybody can get on board with conspiracy theories, and you're not a bad person. You're not stupid. I know we make jokes on here, but you're not dumb. You're just a Floridian and you deserve a hurricane. That being said, I hope that everybody that is in Florida or knows somebody in Florida is okay. We love you on here. Listen, I have to elaborate that these are jokes. People get upset, and I don't want people to get upset. Okay. I know it's 2024 and the backbone in human existence has been deteriorated, and we have all become invertebrates. So please know, I obviously very, very, very sympathetic to the hurricane. I don't want that. Natural disasters suck because they always happen to people that don't deserve them. Who deserves natural disasters? Horror Talk. Horror Talk deserves natural disasters, but nobody else. Nobody else. Just the Horror Talk people, and not all of them. Just the ones that blocked me. Just the ones that blocked me. But yeah, no. Here in Horror Talk, and we still talk, dude. I hope everything's going well. I hope. You know what? I did over that whole controversy where I said that some dead guy looks like a fucking bag of like chewed up bag of chips or something. What was it? Mango, the dehydrated mango thing. So many people have apologized and reached out, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Like I'm not gonna out you guys because I know that you guys run the risk of getting bullied by this weird amalgamation of a god that people pretend to be on the platform. TikTok or Instagram. So I'm not going to sell you guys out, give out names, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate people reaching out. It does mean a lot. Like don't worry about it. Like I get it. Like you get bullied and you get peer pressure and you're in fear of like I want to create stuff, but like me being associated with you because you made a stupid joke during a eulogy, like you know what I mean? Like I get it. Don't worry about it. Still not sorry though, because that's not my thing. I believe that people will take whatever narrative that they want and they will run with it, and they will try to influence people to believe that narrative to whatever degree they find acceptable. But I do the same thing. I do the same thing that everybody else is doing. We're just on polar opposites of our opinion of the situation, and that's totally fine. And you all have a right to feel however you feel. That being said, there's been some bullying going on the internet. There's a lady named McKenna who posted some bullshit about like not bullshit. McKenna's fine. She's a comedian from New York. She posted that horror movies are for mentally ill people and you should all be committed or so. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. She obviously that wasn't a hateful thing. Like she's a comedian. She does stand up in New York. She tells jokes. She was telling a joke, but the whole horror community stitched this lady and said, they said things that were terrible. They said things that weren't that terrible. Like, it's not everybody said a bad thing about this lady, but people were kind of mean. And I guess I talked to this lady into detail in her DMs, and I was like, yo, man, like, I just had a run in with these people. We had a friend that passed away, and I made a joke during a eulogy, to which after I said very loving and appreciative things about this person, and they got mad at me, and they all stitched me and said horrible shit, and they all like sent me death threats. Again, nobody said anything to me in person, so I'm still waiting for that, for someone to say something to me in person. Cause like, you know where I live, you know where I work. Like, just come say something to me in person, please. Again, with McKenna, nobody said anything to her in person either. It was all just like horrible shit and death threats and dumb. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't, she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve any of the shit, that's going on. But it's going around. It's going around. And then there's this other guy, the Real for Real podcast, who made fun of Larry's big googly fucking eyes, because he does have big googly eyes, and he smokes cigarettes in his house around his kids. Take those kids away. Just take them away. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy discourse going on, and I don't know. The whole thing's imploding. I don't know a lot about what's going on, but I did see a bunch of people stitch that lady, and I don't know. It just didn't sit right, because she didn't do anything wrong. Like, if you don't like something, you can keep scrolling. It's fine. I don't understand the outrage, the selective outrage. You're like, I'm gonna be mad about this and I want something to happen. It's like, the only thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna give yourself wrinkles, because you're gonna get upset about something that you could just let go. You could just let go and like silently block or silently not be a part of it. Why do you have to be the biggest pussy on the planet? And I don't like when you write these things. I don't like when you say, like, you're going to hear things you don't like. You're going to hear people deal with feelings that you don't like. You're not going to be comfortable all the time. Find a way to deal with it. Find a way to deal with it. And like, if you have a problem with someone, fucking, I don't know, send them a personal message. Talk to me in person, which no one has done. Not one person. I mean, people have texted me, like, there's people that have like texted me and messaged me, and like, I have all the respect in the world for those people, because they were really cool about it. But like, I don't know, just people that I've like never talked to. I see myself on the internet getting stitched, and I don't know. I'd block it immediately, because I don't have room in my universe for that. I'm too wonderful to worry about what somebody else thinks. I don't, whatever. Anyways, folding toilet paper or crumpling. You have a fucking issue if you crumple the toilet paper and then wipe your ass with it. If you're a crumpler, I don't know what to say to you. Is there anything to say if you crumple your toilet paper over folding it? Like, the edges of the toilet paper don't tear your asshole, because you're pushing into your butt as you wipe, right? You're wiping upwards, or I don't know. I try not to wipe it all. I try just to like wiggle my hand, because I don't want to like. I'm afraid of hemorrhoids. I really am. I've made it 37 years without anything horrible happening. I I've made it so long without anything going on, without any kind of medical issue. The only medical issue I have is that I'm blind in one eye. I think that's what it is. I was never sick. I never got leukemia, even though it looks like I have leukemia. I never got it because I had to go out my whole life with one eye. So, knock on wood, but I will never crumple toilet paper and why you fold it like a civilized adult. What are you, an ape? Go back to yeah, I don't know who left your cage open, but you need to go back. If you're a toilet paper crumpler, I have no sympathy for toilet paper crumplers. I cannot do it. I don't understand what is going on with you people. And you know what? You need help. Toilet paper crumplers need fucking help. My friend's cat's dead. My friend's cat is dead. And she told me, and like, I just ran and hugged my cats, because all I wanted to do was like hold my friend and like just cry with her. I get one cry a year, and I've already used mine up. I don't even know what I cried. The only time I cried this year, I think, was like during The Last of Us. If that was, I don't know if that was this year or last year. If that was last year, then the one time I cried this year is when we brought my cat home. We brought Walter home. They did like Walter and Broody. Those are my cats. They did a really long time in a car drive, and we left them at my girlfriend's parents' house, and then we stayed at my parents' house for like 3 weeks while we looked for apartments. And then when we got our apartment, we went to my girlfriend's mom's parents' house, got our cats, and Walter started meowing really, really bad. Like, I'd never heard him make the meows that he's made. And I guess he just had to use the restroom. So he pooped in his carrier. I just like immediately thought I was the worst cat parent in the entire world because like I made my cat do that, and I just started bawling because I love my cats. I know he made a joke about a dead guy. It's like, no, I have feelings. I've the guy that I made jokes about, I really thought was cool and I cared about. You didn't know him. Yeah, that's fine. I still made my joke no matter what the fuck you say, and I still said nice things. But yeah, I cried when my cat when we brought my cat home and he pooped in his carrier because I didn't know if something was wrong. I had no idea, but I was freaking out. And I just held him and he was fine. I think he just had to poop. And he was meowing because he didn't have a place to go. And he was probably scared because it was the middle of the night and we took him from the place that he acclimated to for 3 weeks after being in a 48-hour car ride and brought him to this apartment. But he poops in. That's the only time they've ever pooped outside of their litter box. What else do we have on here? People, but yeah, no, my friend, she is wonderful and I can't imagine anything happening to my cats. I am actually going to move on from this topic because I will get visibly emotional talking about my cat. So yeah, anything horrible happening to cats, we are not discussing on this fucking podcast. Saying the R word. If you feel comfortable saying the R word around me, please do. I miss it. I miss it from a retro perspective. I understand why we can't say it anymore. It's kind of lame that we can't. I'm not going to fight that battle and be like, I should be able to say whatever I want. Cause whatever, like that complaint exists to a certain extent. And I feel like the R word's kind of like, well, the only thing that I have to say about that is we've never called someone with disabilities the R word. Like that's never, I don't think that's ever happened in the history of that word existing. I just miss calling someone stupid the R word. They're like, oh, fuck, why am I so R word? You know what I mean? Like I say remedial now. It just doesn't feel the same. Like I like it. Remedial, I like it's a good it's a good variable for the R word, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I don't like it as much. I don't appreciate it as much, but you know what I mean? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't get to choose the words that we can and can't say. Another word I miss is calling things gay. Can't do that anymore. I don't do it. I do it in my head a lot, but it's never for a gay person. I don't, gay people are cool. I don't care. Trans, gay, I don't care. The whole fuck, all of the letter people are dope. I have nothing. You do what makes you happy. But when my friend Kyle's like, yo, man, I got this pink butt plug and dude, I suck on it and it tastes delicious, like a ring pop. And I'm like, dude, that sounds a little gay. No, not even that. No, no, that was speaking of Kyle. Kyle's coming on the podcast pretty soon. Hi, Kyle. Um, what is it? Oh, dude, say my PlayStation, God forbid, my PlayStation overheats and doesn't work anymore. You'd say that's gay. My PlayStation doesn't work anymore. You never use it to describe something that's actually homosexual because there's nothing wrong with anything that's homosexual. I just miss saying gay. I'm not going to do it, but I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Again, hi, Kyle. He still says it. Oh, I just outed him. I just outed him. Thank God you guys don't know the last name. You'll figure out who he is when you see him, though. And you'll be like, I'm never seeing your band again. Well, good. Then you'll never hear us play our encore song from our hit album, Gay and Retarded. I'm sorry. We don't use these words a lot on this podcast. This is within the contextual realm of like, if I said G word and R word, it's not going to be as funny. Okay. Maybe none of this is funny. Maybe I'm the only one. Terrifier 3 just came out. I'm very excited. I watched a little bit of it. I watched a little bit of Terrifier 3 last night again for the second time. I made my girlfriend watch the first 15 minutes of it because I found it for free on the internet. Listen, I went with my friend, my friend that I work with. We met up at 11:40 in the morning. We got wings, we had beer, and then we went to go watch Terrifier 3 the day it came out, okay? I'm not a pirating son of a bitch. I went and saw the film. It was so good. Here's the deal with Terrifier 3. I feel that it was more of the same. And that's not a bad thing by any means. I love Terrifier 3. I love Damien Leone. I love David Howard Thornton. Everybody involved. Lauren Lavera, all the people. The one guy I don't fucking like is that Jonathan guy. Weirdo. I mean, he's not really playing a character. If you've seen his social media, he's kind of like that in social media too. And I don't mean anything by like that. He's just annoying. And so he's the same character that he is in the Terrifier movies as he is on social media. But I digress. In Terrifier 1, we had that lady get sawed in half, right? She got sawed in half, hacksawed, vagina lips, just sawed her in half. Terrifier 2, you had that lady getting flayed in her room and then Art's pouring bleach on her and salt and like taking her skin off. Terrifier 3, there was a lot of gore. And it was great. It looked great. It was well done. And I have no complaints. The movie is a 9 out of 10. The lore didn't fuck up. The lore wasn't ruined. It was just like, oh, Satan. Art the Clown is Satan. It's all demons, demonic. Everybody's possessed by the devil. All good. That's fine. I like that. That sounds great. But nothing really pushed the limits, I feel like. The guy got a chainsaw in the butt. That was pretty cool to watch. That was fun. It's all really fun and really good and really created so well with so much love and respect for practical effects and the horror genre. And again, 9 out of 10. Great fucking film. My favorite film out of all the Terrifiers. But each Terrifier has kind of pushed the envelope, I guess. I think this one had the best pacing, which is great. But as far as kills go, there wasn't anything where I was like, oh, like when you see In Violent Nature and you see Johnny fucking rip through that chick, hook something to her head, and then pull her head through her back. That was nuts. And I guess I was waiting for something like that, like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I mean, I guess like that lady had that tube hammered into her face, and then a kid got exploded, and like he peeled the skin off of that other dude's skull. There's a lot there. There's a lot to love about Terrifier. I was just waiting for that like Annie Up kind of thing where it's like, oh, dude, we're gonna one up this one. I think instead of one upping anything, they just went like full gas pedal all the way through. And some people didn't like that. Some people were like, there's no story. I'm like, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. He's coming back for Lauren Lavera and Jonathan, and he's trying to kill that whole storyline because Art the Clown knows that they have the only thing that can kill them, which is that stupid sword thing, which is cool. They didn't think they'd need it, so they left it at the Terrifier, which is a haunted house in the second one. I got tequila and strawberry grape juice. No, I'm not black. You knock it off with your jokes. I can hear everybody making jokes. Grape juice. Racist. Racist. Half Mexicans drink grape juice too, like myself. Azrael was another. Azrael's a perfect film. Azrael is a perfect film. I forget that girl's name, but she was in Ready or Not. Samara Weaving. Dude, Samara Weaving is this chick in a post-apocalyptic world. And she's running away from this cult that has to sacrifice someone to these like demon woods people. And if they don't, the demons wood people just fucking start eating anybody. So they're trying to stave off the destruction by giving them an offering. So it makes sense until you run out of people to offer, and then they just come and fuck up everything. But I guess it's staving it off. It's staving it off. I love this film. And so here's the thing. Just because I review something higher than something else, like I gave Azrael a 10 out of 10. I gave Terrifier a 9 out of 10. I gave In a Violent Nature a 9.5 out of 10. I probably will still put them in different places based on how much fun I had. I try not to be super personal with the ratings. I'm trying to be like, yo, what did this offer me that I liked? What did this offer me that somebody else might like? I try to think outside of myself when I score things just so I can be fair to everybody else. But I still think In a Violent Nature is my favorite movie of the year. In a Violent Nature, Asriel, The Substance, Mr. Crockett. Dude, Mr. Crockett. You guys got to go see Mr. Crockett. Are you kidding? He's a Mr. Rogers with a mustache, and he jumps through that TV and he just brutally fucks people up. And it's so fun to watch. You gotta watch this movie. It's on Hulu. You gotta watch it. Asriel is in theaters. I don't know when you'll be able to watch that. I know that it's coming to Shudder because it's a Shudder IFC film. Terrifier 3, I think, is going to Screenbox, and nobody's got fucking Screenbox. I know Jared has Screenbox. Good for you, Jared. Um, sorry, I get lots of shout outs in these podcasts. I want to make sure that people, the 50 fucking people that are listening to this, well, 50? Yeah. The 50 people that listen to this every week, I want to make sure you know you got to listen to the Scare Noia podcast. It's on Spotify and it's on YouTube. I don't know where else it is. I would assume it's everywhere because Hugs teaches people how to be good on the internet. So he's an influencer. He's an influencer creator. People that you hate so much, it's his fault. Thanks, Hugs. Thanks. Little Bites. Little Bites. Another movie. Here's a movie I didn't like. I feel like I'm in kind of a rut with films because I've watched a lot of not great ones lately. Little Bites is another one. So Little Bites suffers from what Daddy's Head suffered from. Daddy's Head is about everybody liked Daddy's Head. It's about a kid. It's about a kid's dad who dies. His kid's dad's banging this young lady, and obviously not the kid's mom. She's not winning Mother of the Year either, or Stepmother of the Year, but the dad comes back in the form of a head. Little Bites is about this lady, same concept. Husband died, maybe dad died, something, and there's a monster living in her guest room. The monster wants to eat the kid, but the lady's like, that's not happening. So the monster's like, all right, I'm going to take bites out of you every day until you let me eat this fucking kid because I'm hungry. So the lady lets the monster take bites out of her, which is insane. Not happening. I would, dude, you take one bite out of me and that monster would be dead. He'd be like, oh, he'd get alcohol poisoning. He would get alcohol. You can't deal with the level of poisons in my meat, monster. You would die immediately. You would die immediately. Unless he had to take bites out of my penis, he would starve to death. There is nothing there. I wish I had more to offer on that sentiment. I do not. There's very little there. The term "a lot to love" for fat people, I don't know what their term is for small dick people, bald people, but not a lot to love. A lot to disappoint you with, 100%. Where are we at? How much longer do I have to talk? 28 minutes. I got 6 minutes left. There's a show called Grotesquerie. That's on Hulu. It's got Travis Kelce in it. I don't like Travis Kelce. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've only seen the first 2 episodes and I really fucking liked them. I liked them way more than I thought because Ryan Murphy kind of sucks. But Grotesquerie and the Menendez brothers show, I don't know. I feel like Ryan Murphy's coming back. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what he's got going on. I am excited going forward for all the things that he does create because he was slipping like that guy from One Direction out the window. I can't. Just you don't have any respect for people that died. You just don't. I do. It's a sense of humor. The hurricane joke. Love is Blind sucks. Love is Blind is a reality show on Netflix. I'm trying to watch it with my girlfriend. I just want people to fight and I want domestic violence. I don't know whatever you could film on TV that's going to grip me to watch this show. That's what I want. I'm not getting it with this shit. Reality TV is supposed to be juicy and fun. This is not that. This is absolutely not that. I am not impressed with this show. It used to have so much drama and craziness in it, and now it has nothing. Now it has nothing. The air in here is getting real thin. Ugh. I need to get a co-host. I talk too much. Kyle, be my co-host. I would absolutely take a co-host for this podcast. Talking all this time by myself, it's a lot. Who else could do it for 34 minutes? Hold your attention. Only me. Only me. Oh, yeah. Ladies, don't tell me you're going to come. Please. I don't want to hear it. It's not that I don't care about you coming. It's I have been a disappointment for so very long. If I know that I'm doing something good, immediate ejaculation. You cannot tell me. Stop telling men that you're about to come because we are all used to failing upwards our entire life and just like we have stupid confidence. So we're just gonna be like, that's right. She loved it. We're not even gonna ask you if you had fun. We're gonna assume because we're stupid confident. Don't tell us when we're doing a good job. You can't. You can't do that. Men were built for disappointment. You're supposed to tell us that we suck, we're not funny, do better. Why aren't you at work today? It's my day off. You had yesterday off. All right. I'll just go wait until my next shift. My next shift's 2 days from now. Cool. I'll just wait here for 48 hours at the time clock. Yeah, you can't tell me you're gonna come though, because I'm immediately gonna be like, oh, and it's gonna be done. You're never gonna come. Ever. So keep it to yourself. That's a thought that I never want to hear. Obviously, all the I'll figure it out. Oh, looks like I'm doing so any acknowledgement of me doing anything right in the bedroom is not gonna lead to like I will just immediately just spill Cinnabon liquid all over the floor. And I'm not cake batter. I will cake batter all over your back. And I don't mean to. I don't want that to happen. But it's like I am excited by the idea of me doing something right because I am an ugly, bald, stupid idiot. So I'm not assuming that I'm going to excel at this particular act. The confirmation that I am excelling at this act to the point where you're going to achieve the highest feeling of that is only going to ruin it for you. So don't tell me when you're going to come. Don't want to hear it. It's going to be bad for the both of us. Okay. It will. You're going to be upset. I was almost there. Like, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell us. It's not good. Well, 33 minutes. That's all I have. I got to open this door. Holy shit. It gets hot in here. I'm in a closet. Did you guys know? Can you tell this is a closet? I'm sure you can. I love you. I want everybody to take care of themselves. God, this is why I closed the door because it's loud as shit. In my house. I live off a main street with all the pores. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. There's no this podcast is never a shot at anybody until it is. Just say things to people's faces when you're upset with them. Slide into a DM if you're upset. I love you. Hurricane people, I love you. Everybody stay safe. Please stay safe. Don't cry about jokes.